Welcome to week 7 of the erudio stilus blog. This week we're going to actually discuss the last part of the teachers blogging subcategory and talk about further education and higher education. With further and higher education, there's a lot more emphasis on the student. They're of age normally, and thus they take a lot more responsibility for their work. So whereas secondary and primary education, the blogs might concentrate more on a teach to parent or guardian style, when in further and higher ed it's more teacher to student style. So what would a blog be good for at FE and HE? We start off, there is the assumption when you get to further ed and higher ed that the student is going to make effort. They're there for a reason. They want to do the best they can so they can get a job, earn money, get out of education. Does this happen? Does it hell, to be honest? It's rare that a student actually puts in the effort that they should, even in the best of cases. And even more so, it takes a lot for a student to actually complete the work that they're set. If any work is set that isn't needed, then it's even more unlikely that the student is going to view it and complete it. So this obviously poses somewhat of a quandary, because the best way to use a blog in further and higher ed would be for additional resources, book links, documentary links, television program links, websites that are useful, journal articles. All these things are there so that the teacher can give more resources to the student. Unfortunately, as I said, if it isn't needed to pass, it's rare that the student will look at the information. It's a fact that we have to accept. Luckily, there are exceptions. Not all the students are like this, and for the ones that actually use the resources that you supply, being able to put these resources on the blog is an extremely useful ability. It's a perfect place to put extra lessons, elaborate on some examples in class, and obviously, as I said, put journal articles, these kind of things. It also seems the further a student gets up into the higher education, the more likely they are to view these kind of things, because the work gets progressively harder and harder. Thus, when you get to like a second year degree, third year graduate degrees, you realise that you can accept any help that's available, and normally you lose them. You use them all the time. As I keep saying, this isn't the definitive guide to blogging and teaching. This is just a brief outline of my ideas. Next week, next time, we'll be discussing students and their link towards blogging. Good night, and see you next time.